Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We're going to redeem ourselves from yesterday. Can actually do it now. I had 2 flights last night, and they went really well. So I feel more confident in my flying ability with the A320. So we're going to be doing some weather chasing, actually. We're going to depart out of good old New Orleans, And we're gonna go up to Atlanta and then on to Tampa, my hometown. So that's the plan for tonight. We are definitely going to hit both cities, no matter how long it takes. So we're gonna be as quick as possible. We're flying on Frontier Flight tonight. And the first flight is gonna be on Frontier Flight 1498. It's a real world flight. Very cool. Chatio, thank you very much for this 56 months. Let's get caught up to some people here. What's going on, everybody? BMO, Brett, what's up? How you doing? Then we got TV Tube, hello to you. Good evening. O'Hare Farms, Keeg. We got ATS Tucker, 565, Bryson Weaver. Chatio, thank you for the 56 months, of course. Thank you very much. And we will be night flying when we go into Tampa. We're gonna go evening-ish or afternoon to evening into Atlanta, and then we'll do a night flight into Tampa from there. That's the idea. So there you go. Alcoholics, what's up, dude? Mr. Sheriff, hello to you. Jeffrey Gibbs, Slim Jim, Delta Fanboy, what's up? It's Blake Bro. Kamen, 95, OG Bout. So Blake, thank you for the 9 months. Twitch baby right there, fantastic. Thank you so much. And the OG, being an OG with 12 months, a whole year. I really appreciate that. Steven, what's up, man? Hello to you. All right. Okay. So that's what we got going. I don't know what to expect departing Nolans because it's a little bit of a mess. By the way, I wasn't able to get a video done today. I spent some time at the dentist today. Got my teeth cleaned. All up. Go in every couple months for that. So that's the reason why I didn't get home till super late. Oh, here you go. Yeah, look at this. This is what you want. And we're using Latin VFR's Nolans scenery. We're going to do a cold and dark so I can show you everything I do. And you can follow along if you would like. All right, hit ready to fly. Let it load in. And yeah, it's storming a little bit here in Nolans. Okay, let's go ahead and try to get this to come out to us. I don't know if they will from here. That's pretty far back. Well, maybe not. Maybe it will actually come out here. They have it set to A320. It's pretty close. And check it out. We got JoJo, the grizzly bear, on our airplane today. Which we'll have a look at the airplane in a second. First things first, let's go ahead and get the jetway connected if it will. Like, hey, get the jetway out here. There we go. Perfect. We're not going to dilly-dally too much, but we're going to do a quick walk around, show you the airplane. And it's awesome glory here. Don't mind that thing going into that. No big deal there. Well, there's some static airplanes here, it looks like. Got a Southwest and some others. I don't have the AI up and running yet, but I was about to start that actually now. Let me go ahead and do that. Get our AI going. Alpha India Group, AIG. Traffic controller, get that going. All right, cool. So it's trying to get out to us. That's as good as it gets. Okay. There's a payware scenery by the way. And it can't get all the way to the plane. Oh, what a pity. That is. Okay, well, oh well, right? What are you gonna do? But yeah, check it out. JoJo the grizzly bear. Not bad at all. And there's JoJo right up there. Looking good. All right, no more messing around. We'll just ignore that terrible jetway. So there you go. Killer Squirrel, thank you for the 22 months. What's up? All right, so let's do it, folks. Let's go overhead here to the external power. That's available. Turn that on. Batteries are going to come on. We're going to get our navs on, or our ADIR. And then we've got the cruise supply comes to the on position. We're going to get our overhead integrity lights. Is it integrity? I don't even know what integ lights, whatever you call those. Interior lights. Those are on. Fantastic. Nav and logo is on. And we're going to go APU master switch to the on position. And as that starts to all come to life, we're going to come down here, get our PFD, our ND up and running here. We'll get the lights on in here as well. And get those floodlights on. Integrated. Okay, there you go. Integrated lights. That makes sense. And then this one and this one. See the flaps open right there? That's good. That means we can start that APU. So we'll hit start on the APU. Very important step. You want to hit the APU bleed. You cannot start the engines without APU bleed. Trust me. Trust me on that. I speak from experience, so we'll turn that on. All right, cool. Emergency exit row or lighting, we'll put that to the arm position. Seatbelts on, no smoking to the on. And our overhead panel is pretty much set. We'll keep the fuel pumps off for now until afterwards. Okay, that's what we got going there. So next thing we do is we come over here to the pad and turn it on. And I'm gonna grab all my information from SimBrief. Now, the awesome thing about the A32NX is you can import your information from SimBrief, which is really cool. Hit from SimBrief, there it is right there. So you see there's our flight today. Oh man, yeah, we are gonna be in some stuff getting into Atlanta. All right, first things first I wanna do, and this has been working out for me and getting correct ZFWs. Spider181, thank you for the 24 months, I appreciate that. If we come down here to the second one and we go to fuel, I'm gonna put my fuel in first and then we're gonna do the McDo stuff. So fuel wise, they're saying to put in 14,756 pounds. So 14,756, hit that, boom. There we go. That's the first thing you do. And then you're pretty much good on that. We have our OFP right there for our flight if we needed it, but we don't really need it. So come down to here. Clear that guy out, clear that guy. I go to ATSU here. I'm gonna go to the AOC menu. I'm gonna go to my weight and balance. I'm gonna hit send for that. We're gonna get all of our passengers, 174 of them right there. And we're gonna hit boarding start.
Boarding completed.
There we go. All right, it's completed. And then we go to the init page. Init request, because I'm pulling this information from my flight plan I have filed on SimBrief. You're gonna grab that, there it is, Frontier Flight 1498, go to the second page. ZFW is at 140.2, and what's SimBrief saying? They were saying 153, no, 138,899. So that's really close. That means it's good. That means we did it right. Block fuel for us tonight going to be 14.7. So we can do that next. 14.7. 14.7 in there. There we go. That's all there is to that. Performance page. Flaps 1 out of here. We're not doing any flex or anything like that. No need for that. V1. VR, V2, transition, VR. That is incorrect. Nope. Yeah, those are disagrees. I would imagine that to be 138. And V2 is 142. There we go. All right, cool. That's good to go. 18,000 transition. Flexing, we're not doing it. We're not paying for the gas. We're not worried about the engines. It's a flight simulator. Everything's good to go with that. Go to the flight plan page. We're departing out of here. And it looks like they're using... I always go to FlightAware to figure out what they're actually using, what runways, because sometimes it disagrees with the sim. Sometimes it does. So if I look at good old Nollins, they are taking off and departing. Okay, they're taking off on the south runway. So there you go. We're going south. So, departure. And we're taking off our runway 11. That would be it right there. And no SIDS, nothing. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we just kind of fly out of here and go direct to Golf Charlie Victor. So we'll just insert that one, runway 11. And yeah, Golf Charlie Victor. We're going to go ahead and clear that disco. Don't need that in there. Go down. And we'll leave that in there for now. Atlanta, we need to go ahead and expect runway 9 left on the arrival. 9 left right there. And we're going to be doing the Gandalf 2 arrival. Good old Gandalf 2. There it is right there. And that is going to be a Shire transition. But that's not in there, so we don't worry about it. Novia's sweet. Put that in there. Happy with that. Flight plan. We should now have that manual right there, which is fine. What I'll do is I'm just going to go ahead and clear it. The manual, and I'll clear this because we're just going to do it manually when we get there. But that way it'll be fine, especially for our flight planning. I'm happy with that. That looks good. And we have our secondary. We're not going to worry about a secondary flight plan. No need for that. I don't roll like that. Okay, sweet. That's good to go. Let's get these lights going here. We get caught up to some of you guys, what you're saying over there. We'll get to our local altimeter here, 2967. And this guy up a little bit too. That's all good to go there. We're going to climb, and we're going to climb to 37,000 today. We don't have any ATC, so we're unrestricted. all the way up to 37. There we go. That's in there now. That looks good as well. Fantastic stuff. It's what you like to see. And we're pretty much pre-flighted now. That's really all there is to it. And what I love about the SimBrief integration is that, man, it just happens, you know, so quick. I love it so much. Okay. Getting caught up. We got Hayden. Thank you for the 3 months. The 3 month streak of the 4 months total. I really appreciate that. Spectre getting the CRJ. Nice. Ice Maniac 1, 34 months. Appreciate that. Jacob, what's up, man? Good to see you. Hello, Jeremy. Welcome on in. Jeremy spoken. That's good to go. And check it out. We got a working APU. We got our lights on up here. We're not even going to worry about anything else because the airport's kind of funky like that. But we're going to push out, tail to the right, and we're going to taxi over that way. That's all there is to it, folks. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just come over here like this because we're going to be using this on the startup anyway. So that right there, that works for me. Let's go ahead and call up the ground crew and let them know, hey, we're ready to go down here, man. No more messing around. No messing around at all. So here they come right there. They're going to hook up and everybody's going to be happy. We're going to go ahead and pull that back and then the beacon light comes on.
Flight attendants, arm doors, and cross-check.
And we're going to lock that door, let them do their thing back there. You have a look here at your window views. Looks awesome. Killer Squirrel 98, thank you very much for the gifted 5 subscriptions. We got Farron, we got D Levy, Buffalo Bills, Frosty Dew, Mr. Bones. Welcome to the stream family. How you guys doing? All right. Okay. They're pushing us back already? Really? I wasn't expecting it to be so quick. Okay. Parking brake is released. They're clear to push. And they are going to do that. What's this thing doing? They stopped. Why did they stop? Because I opened that? No, don't stop pushback. Parking brake. Release parking brake. What are they doing down there? Oh, they're just gonna lift it up again and go again. Okay, that's fine. The ground crew's kind of interesting today. All right. They usually ask for if you want to go forward or reverse, but today they're just like, we're going straight back. Is that okay, dude? And you're like, all right, I guess so. All right, let's get my nav charts going here. One thing about these nav charts, they updated it, and I don't like the update because it reloads it every time you bring it in. Kind of annoying. It is what it is. And okay. All right, well, now we got that. Okay, they're doing good things there. We're having a good time. We're gonna put that away for now. That's fine with me. And we're gonna go ahead and just turn it this way and get these engines started. Yeah, there we go. Engine start. Selector switch. Get our fuel pumps on. There you go. Oh, they turned us really nice. Oh, they are really bad today. This ground crew is. All right, stop the pushback. Thanks for nothing. We're good. All right, engine 2. Turning 2. Let them do their thing. We have N2 rotation. GT is rising. N1 rotation. There it goes. Sweet. It was slowly rising. All right, awesome. Blue Heaven 521. Thank you for the 22 months and Big Country. 3 months. What's up, man? I am having a great day. Having a good one. Thank you. All right. That engine's coming online now. Let's go ahead and just pull these guys, do some pre-flight stuff. Boom. Max on your auto brake. Or not. You want to be stupid today? It wants to be dumb today. Why are you doing that? Okay. Is it because they have that going on down there? Maybe. Because of the nose wheel steering system? Who knows? We'll find out in a second, won't we? It's always something new. I run into something new every single time I fly this airplane. All right. That engine is online. Let's go ahead and turn number 2. Or sorry, number 1. And they're away. Did they do their thing down there? No, they did not. What is with this ground crew today, man? Get out of here. We're done with you. Please and thank you. Go away. Why are they not going away? There they go. Jeez. Waiting for a tip. I like that. That's good. That's a good one. Looks like they're doing it now. All right. Engines are coming online now. Little lizard boys throwing shade at the Frontier ground crew. Flaps 1. All right, that's good there. All right, did they actually get out of here? They're still connected. What are they doing? What are you guys doing down there?
And cockpit to ground.
They're unable to do anything in that airplane or in that thing down there. Something's broken with us.
Yeah, can you guys do us a favor and disconnect down there so we can get going? Thank you.
There they go. And they're just gonna let it roll off onto the ground. The incompetence of this ground crew in Nolans, man. Okay, there they go. That was a new one for me. All right, cool. We have max auto brake now. Yes, we do. Okay, that's what it was. Flight controls got left, right. I got forward, back, and then rudder left, right, and neutral. Flight controls are free and correct. Sweet. Get our pitch trimmed to 1.0 on that. Flight controls are good. Nice. Let's see where the hell we're going here. The charts. I'm gonna unload this flight. Unload that one. Put that one in. Search you. And we'll get the airport taxi information here. Yep. Wait. 1-1. We want runway 20. I screwed that up. It's not a big deal. We'll expect runway 20 now. I don't know what I was thinking. Yep. 20. Okay, just down and around, take 0. Runway 20 now. All right, let's do that. Flight plan. So departure, runway 20, right there. There we go, insert that. Nice. It's doing something, it's thinking about it. Doesn't want to do a runway change? No, it did it. It says 20 right there. Did you brake? It says 20. It didn't like something. That's all right. Clear that disco. All right, that's good to go there. Sweet. Very strange. That was a strange one for me. McDo menu, Etsu, AOC. Let's go ahead and get our weather. METAR. Yeah, we'll get the METAR from them. We'll do this on the taxi out. All right, cool. Parking brake released. Should be released or isn't. Yeah, it's released. Those taxi lights on to taxi. Runway turn off. APU bleed comes off. Master switch off. We're ready to go taxi. I just used one engine to taxi because this thing He's got some power under the hood. Cash Reynolds, what's up? Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the stream family. A bit of a hill we're on here. Is it doing the sticky brakes thing? I think it is. What is happening? It's got to be something to do with this stupid pushback. It was the sticky brakes. Just kidding. All right, cool. Ridiculous. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and we will get the, what you call it, where we need it. Takeoff config. Oh yeah, predicted wind shear that doesn't work, that they complain about if you don't turn it on. Same thing with these guys. There we go. That one's good to go. We'll have to turn this way. We didn't get our block time because that was just a mess, but there we go. Got it now. We got it now. Let's take Sierra down to runway 20. I never have these issues until I stream. I did 2 flights last night and I didn't have a single problem with the pushback, with anything. It never fails. It's always something when I stream. I gotta keep you honest. All right. Good evening, King Solar. How you doing? So that is the... They never got the... How do we not have any AI traffic? That's kind of strange to me. It started up. Okay, there's traffic. It's not near us, I guess. It's showing airplanes, but I'm not seeing any of them. Let's put them on the other side, maybe. Did it put us? No? Okay. It was. They were just on the other side. Murphy's Law. Pretty much. Should be airplanes behind us on the ramp. Yeah, there is. They're over there. Okay. Boy, that is a stiff wind. Does not look like fun. On takeoff, it will be. That way. All right, we'll get the cabin checked. They always take forever back there. Yep, they're gonna do that thing where you have to ding them twice. There you go. Okay, we have our company message, so let's go and grab that and print the weather out. We already know what it is. Getting out of here is not a big deal, but still. Turn to AOC menu. Received messages, and there's the METAR. What we asked for, we'll print it out. Gray and rainy. It's gonna be better when we get to Atlanta, I'll tell you that. It's probably gonna be interesting. And then to Atlanta, actually. There's our printout right there. Put it up there. Nice. Colton, what's up, man? How you doing? I appreciate the host if you hosted me. Hey, Bentley. Yeah, that's gonna be some wind coming out of the wrong way. Is that really a tailwind now? Dude. You know, I said we never have these things happen. The wind did a full 180 on us. Yep. We have to turn around and go the other way. Runway 2 instead. Wow. Can't ride it. You really can't. JW Owens 3. Thank you for the 21 months. I appreciate it.
Yeah, folks, this is the captain for the flight deck. We just received word because of the weather. We're gonna have to change up runways here, so we'll get you on your way here in just a few moments. Thanks for being patient with us today.
All right, we let them know what's going on. Just a little windy today, yes, but I am not gonna take off with that tailwind. No way. Not gonna happen. So, how was your day? That's not too bad of a taxi. Got a red bill. Now we have wipers on this Airbus, but they do not work correctly. Like they'll make noise and all that stuff, but they don't move the water out of the way. And that's a limitation of the flight simulator, not anything that fly-by-wire can change. Josh Helms, thank you very much for the 2 months. What's going on tonight? CG Davis, thank you for the 15 months. Good to see you. Yeah, Jeremy, I watched that. Live stream earlier today. It looks awesome. In the sound department, I was like, it's gonna be the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, it is. What is happening here?
And folks, the captain for the flight deck, just let you guys know what's going on here. We got some storms in the area and they're kind of jumping all around as far as the wind goes here, so we're gonna find out what ATC wants us to do and we'll get you on your way.
What is happening here? We might have two conflicting things happening. That one says runway 2. That one says runway 20. You know what we do? We're gonna have to go with our gut feeling on this one. Well, we're gonna have to go with what they want us to do. So let's have a look down here at the METAR and hope for the best. Because they're saying winds are 18021, so out of the south. Gusting to 42. Yeah, you don't want a 42 knot crosswind. That would be bad. I just don't know what the sim is doing. That's the problem. We don't know what the sim's doing.
Well, folks, you're not going to believe it, but they're going to have us turn around and we're going to go back the other way. So we just got to do what the wind tells us to do. So we appreciate you flying with Frontier. We'll get you on your way here shortly to Atlanta.
All right. A 42 knot tailwind will be disastrous, so we're not going to do that. We're just going back and forth, man. Wow. This has never happened before. Hey, that one's correct. That windsock's showing the same information, so. Is this one on the left? That one down there says what the METAR is saying. And we have to go with the METAR saying because that's what it is being portrayed to us by the sim as far as them giving us that information. So it's a good thing I took an extra 1,000 pounds of fuel just in case we had any kind of mishaps. And this is a mishap. So here we go again. This thing has got to be tired of me. Like, are you kidding me? Runway 2. Oh, it never changed over to 20? Oh yeah, 20. We changed it to 2, that's why. Runway 20. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding you. I know. I know, Sim. We're gonna take 20 and just hope for the best. That's what the METAR is showing us. It's just very disconcerting when you get down here and you see it doing something different, so. Yeah, I think these things are broken. I think this one here is still showing something completely opposite of what's actually happening. And it's very possible that maybe in the scenery, maybe this particular windsock is just bugged and it's doing the exact opposite of what the actual wind's doing. Oh, that was very strange. Dude, there's some weird stuff happening with the weather right now.
Folks, we've been cleared for takeoff, so we'll get you on your way here to Atlanta.
All right, we let them know. And go ahead and go up here and turn our landing lights on. Takeoff for you. And strobe light on. Wing light on. All right.
Please prepare for takeoff.
We are clear for takeoff. Runway 20. Pushback crew, put the windsocks up. Not wrong, man. Look at that wind in the sky right there with that rain bands. That looks interesting. All right, let's go. Let's go flying, everybody. 5 degrees down on that pitch. Stabilized. Toga. SRS runway nav. Auto thrust is blue. Airspeed is alive. Be neutral at 100 knots. Is that wind? 100 knots. Yep, this was the right way. The wind's doing what it should be here. V1 and rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Here we go. Engine anti-ice, just in case these storms want to mess with us a little bit here. Here's 1,500 feet, so we're gonna start our left turn. Never goes to climb. Thrust. There's that turbulence. I was expecting it. Rocked on out of here. Start that guy. Clean up the airplane, flaps up. That is some wicked wind happening right there. There's our tailwind coming around to us. And speeding up finally. Man, that is mean winds. Whoa, hello. That tailwind is whipping, but man, it's the wind shear. You feel it. There's the brake. The first layer of clouds there. Alright, that's all the hand flying we're going to do on that departure there. Autopilot 1. Let's clean up everything else here. We got runway turnoff, taxi lights. Go to the off position there, and then we can go put this guy away. But there you go, man. That was a pretty wicked departure, wasn't it? Breaking out of the clouds here shortly. There they are. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Thinking about it. There we are. Yay! We did it. Okay. Engine anti-ice can come off for now. I think we're gonna pick up any icing through these clouds here. We'll keep an eye on it. We're good though. For now, we're above 10,000 now. Ding that. There we go. Oh, there's a rainbow. Check it out. rainbow right there. Look at that. That's amazing. Mr. Sheriff, thank you for gifting out 10 subscriptions. Got Viper, Tristan, Kale, Doctor. We got On the Ryan, Cool Guy, Rusty, Despin, Chief Engineer, Captain Crook. Welcome to Stream Family. Thank you very much, Mr. Sheriff. Very, very, very nice of you. Yeah, it looks good, don't it? Jojo the Grizzly Bear. All right, so we're 79 nautical miles to Golf Charlie Victor. And yeah, look at that. That looks amazing. That's that back line of those storms there. A lot of severe weather right there. You can see, look at the tops on these things. They're pretty good. Keep an eye on these as we climb. I'm gonna put my those away. Don't need that open right now until we land. I'm glad we went with the sim data on that one, because man, you don't want to take off with a 42 knot tailwind. That would be bad. Sleep is good. What's going on? How you doing? Kevin, it's really just down to genes, man. But don't trim it. A lot of people they trim their beards too early. They don't give it a chance to grow. All right, let's PFD up a little bit more and see. Okay, you're full standard on that guy. We're above to 18. Looking at this guy, we're going to be closer. Golf Charlie Victor. There's the whole arrival there. And the Gandalf 2. Let's go ahead and just load that up. right, the Gandalf 2. This guy right here. We're gonna overlay it on the map. There we go. So here we are right now, flying up in Mississippi, Alabama, all that fun stuff. And then here we are coming in off of Shire and all that. Bilbo, so Smog, Gandalf at 11,000 is what it'll be at 250 knots. And then we just kind of make that left turn and then get vectors out to the ILS. Pretty simplistic. We'll mess with that stuff a little bit later on as the flight goes on, but for now, get that engine anti-ice back on. We might pick up some ice up here on the top of these clouds. Looking a little lenticular. But nice nonetheless. Go this one here. Making flight plans, I use simbrief.com. It's free. I like this wing view, but man, the shadows always are dancing around like crazy. Unstoppable Gamer, my day is going fantastic. How's yours? Chris Biz, thank you for the 24 months. That's crazy, man. I appreciate that greatly. What's up, Tobias? How you doing? I have flown into Huntsville a couple times in the sim, not in real life. Midwest Town, I'm doing just fine. How you doing? Went to the dentist today and got my teeth all cleaned. This is gonna look cool when we break out of the clouds. Kind of, sorta, a little bit. I think we'll be right on top of these clouds. We'll be okay with icing. Hurricane Will, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the stream, family. How you doing? And we'll just keep the engine anti-ice on just for the time being. A little longer. DJ, I use the toolbar pushback for the pushback. AI is AIG. Alpha India Group for the AI. There's a couple airplanes out and about. passing Mobile, Alabama off to our right. All right, yeah, we're gonna be clear on that. So turn the engine ice off. Enjoy the view. High. It's going well. Flights with the A320's been good. I'll be up here with the fluffy clouds today. Tell you what. Almost to our top. So Peyton and Shire. To Peyton, is that on here? It might be. Peyton and Shire. Peyton's 37 nautical miles. But is it on the arrival? Oh, it didn't save it. That's the thing this is the thing I don't like. This used to be a great app, but now it's like reloading every single time I do it. Now let's do it this way. Shire and Peyton's right there, yeah. So we have no crossing restrictions till Biggins. Biggins. We might get that in a minute. It should be on here, actually. Hauler, actually? Okay. Shire. So, yeah, 11,000 in Gandalf. That's the only one. All right, cool. They want you at 240 for that. How did they figure that one? Yeah. Fredo, and then we got Fredo, we got Bilbo and Baggins. Yeah, we should be getting Bilbo and Baggins on here, but it doesn't show up. I mean, we can overlay it. We'll know exactly where we're supposed to kind of be. The 240, that's going to be a little bit further down. After we cross. Oh, that's actual Shire and Peyton. Okay, that makes more sense. The 240 at Baggins. I mean, we can go with that. I think we'll have plenty of time to get to Gandalf, honestly, after Shire. Yeah, we're gonna have plenty of time to get down. All right, cool. We just know we need to cross Gandalf at 11,000, so that's what we're gonna use the calculator for. $11,000 feet. We'll need to be 75 nautical miles to Gandalf. 75 to Gandalf, and then we'll be okay. Awesome. Let's get our weather update here. What's going on in Atlanta? So come down here like we did before, Atsu, and then we'll go to the AOC menu and we'll get our weather request. That'll be Amitar, send away. You shall not pass unless you're at 11,000. Exactly. Ba, ba, ba. This is the fly-by-wire A32NX. Triple Chimera, what's up? How you doing? We got a message. Yes, we do, right there. There's our new one on the top. And print that guy out. So it looks like winds are 150 to 11, gusting to 19. Okay, so we're gonna have we'll have a crosswind. 10 miles visibility. Broken at 10,000, broken 20,000, broken 25,000, 299 Okay. Grab that. We have the new one. It'll update. And we're gonna go to perf page, next phase, next phase, next phase. And we'll put this in here. So we're gonna 2994, 2994. Temperature is going to be 22 degrees Celsius. And wind, we're gonna put that, I put the gust in there, so it'll be 150 at 19. Throw that in there. 18,000's fine on that. Let's have a look at our chart for the arrival. Okay, I'm being dumb. Niner left. Looking at this guy. All right, be AK, RV Hardy. There's the fix there at Vinny at 2,700. ILS 340 on that, so 340 on the radio. That's our minimums on that approach. If we don't have visual of the runway at 340 feet, we can't make the landing. That's how it goes. Chris Gamer 19, thank you for the 33 months. Good to see you. Appreciate that. Okay, sweet. We have our landing data in there now. 81 nautical miles, they say now. Okay. To get down to that. Gandalf, 162. So 81 nautical miles will start our descent. Around 82 or so. Just keep an eye on that. Down to 11. We can do that. Not a problem. Back looking outside, look at them clouds. Snow Leopard, I'm doing just fine. How you doing? I'm doing great, Triple Chimera. Thank you. Yeah, all the Lord of the Rings names and all that stuff. It's oh, there goes an airplane. Look at that, whizzing by. That's a star standard arrival. So they're all invisible points.
We just reached our cruising altitude for the flight. As it begins to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your seat elbows clear from the aisle, as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley carts shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating near the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
And there you go. What he said. Don't screw around. You kids screw around too much. We've made our cruise. Seatbelt off. It's going to be just for a little bit. But enough for them to use the lavatory and all that. We're going to be auto brakes low today, so we'll go ahead and select that. The Guyland official, they were the 23 months. Church of Burzum, I really appreciate the kind words. I'm glad you enjoy the iRacing stuff. Parallax, what's up? You recently basically self-taught yourself the Tolos A32NX. To be honest, I love it. Probably going to be playing more Microsoft Flight Simulator in 2020 as well. Of course, the moment I turn the seatbelts off, we're hitting turbulence. We're gonna see how this goes. Yeah, if you know the Tolos, man, you can transition right into this A32NX. This thing is fantastic and it's free. This is like our Zebo. It's a fantastic airplane. It really is, and it has they have their own fly-by-wire and all that, so it's not anything like flying the default A320. This thing flies fantastic. Hazard Hound, 48 months. Thank you very much for that. We had a shaky departure out of out of Nollins, the wind was being ridiculous. So we went all the way up to a runway, and then the wind was changed, and then we turned around, went all the way to the other end of the runway to take off, and then that wind had changed. And then we found out there was conflicting information from the two windsocks. It happens. It's all right. How you been, Hound? Jeff Mac 84. Hey Jeff, question: what is your preferred seat on an airliner besides the cockpit? LOL. Left, right side of the plane, front, rear, window, aisle. For me, I am 6'3". I'm a walking, talking tree, so I get the emergency exit row. I will book it in advance if I'm flying with like American or something like that. With Southwest, I'll get you get an upgrade, a seat upgrade, but usually get the early bird for Southwest, and then I usually can get it apart from that. But if you get like an upgrade between A1 and A15, you're almost guaranteed everybody wants the front of the plane. So I go for the leg room, and also gotta have a window. Gotta have a window. Bought another car over the weekend, so more payments. Oh, nice. Oh, Parallax. Yeah, there's a thing you could turn. I don't know why. So they had a sim update happen. And in the sim update, they added this thing where everything turns blue. You can see mine don't do that. I have that turned off. I'm not going to hit pause and go into the menu or anything, especially while we're in flight. But there is an option to turn that off. So this is a very like X-Plane-ish kind of feel. You see, like I can use my middle mouse wheel to scroll back and forth, or I can use my clicks. What you're used to, you know what I mean? $112 nautical miles. They're going to say 82 now to get to 11. And of course, that's 1,000 feet per minute, so we're going to be more than that. Yeah, and my favorite seat ever on the 737s is you get the exit row that doesn't have a seat in front of you. I almost always get that one if I can. And it's fantastic. But yeah, I remember the sim had an update, and then all of a sudden things were just turning blue, and it's like locked, and I was like, this is terrible. I understand why they did it for the consoles, but man, to go from it was a forced update too, and like they added that, and it just automatically turned it on, and I didn't enjoy that. That was not for me. Almost over Montgomery. Over Montgomery. I do declare, y'all. Name of the current song playing? It is Run Boy. Waiting for it to update here. No, that was it. It just said Run Boy. It's off. I have a license on Epidemic Sounds library. Yep, Microsoft Flight Simulator is on console, on Xbox. There you go, Run Boy by Smartface. Thank you, Jay Baby, for that one. All right, we're 91 nautical miles out right now. We're gonna be starting our descent in 82. So, here shortly. Go down to 11. And I'll show you how I do my descent, because we did it completely wrong yesterday. I don't know why. I hadn't flown this airplane in so long. And my mind in Airbus terms always goes to how I flew the Airbuses in X-Plane. And this currently does not have a VNAV. Kind of strange, I know, but it's fine. But I was descending with like a VNAV kind of profile like thing, and it wasn't going very well. So it wouldn't descend a lot of times, and then we would be way too high on approaches, and it was a mess. It got a little chilly, a little cold in the cockpit. But I can tell you, oh, there's 83 nautical miles right there. We're gonna go down to 11. So I'll just crack this like this, start this down, and then pull the airplane to you for your control. And then we're gonna just go crack that at 1,000 feet per minute on down to 11,000. There we go. And we're gonna turn our music back here. We'll get an announcement in a second. Go 1,200 feet per minute there. And we have started our initial descent into Atlanta. Just like that. That's all you gotta do. Well, to be honest, Parallax, like everything... There we are.
As you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
All right, preparing the cabin for arrival. We'll get the seatbelt a little bit later on. Now let's just go and do it now. I won't remember it, to be honest with you. All right, seatbelt sign is back on. There's Gandalf right there. We're 74 nautical miles out, and we are in our descent. Looking good. 35.9. We can crack that down a little bit more. I like to be solid at 1,800 feet per minute or so, sometimes more. That should be more than enough to get down to where we need to there. I am using AIG. Yes, smash. Firefighter KMB, 9 months. Had the Twitch, baby. Let's go, brother. Almost to a year. I appreciate that. Thank you. I thought so. Great safety ratings. 11,000 Jeff, don't forget. Oh, yeah. I just clicked it one pass. That's all right. Yeah, Parallax, that's the thing. And you know, and when we get the Phoenix A320, that's going to be awesome. But the PMD G7 III, man, I am such a Southwest fanboy. I love the 737 so much. And to have that in the sim is going to be just incredible. I cannot wait for it. It's going to be awesome. Let's turn that up a little bit. Well, that's beautiful looking, isn't it? You know, with that sun going out, we might not even have to change the time. We'll see. Might have an evening arrival in Tampa. Take back all those tweets. What are you talking about? I never said anything bad about Southwest Airlines on Twitter. Only Mike, thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate that. Jeff Mack, is that coming to this? Learjet 60 citation CJ. I do have the working title citation. We need to fly that again. Been a while for that one. Alright. We're about 2,000 feet per minute now. Do we have any restrictions on that? Let's get constraints. 250. Okay. A little bit closer, we'll get down to that. So we'll know we need to get to 250 before too long, but we still have 47 miles, so. I'm not gonna put those speed brakes out until we need to. These are at or aboves, so we'll be okay. It's a little plus sign there. Oh, I didn't pull the plane speed up to me. There we go. Firefighter KMB, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subscriptions. At our hood, we got Brendan, Zalden Prime back again, Arjun, and Rocky314. Welcome to the stream family. Thank you very much, Firefighter, for that. That's very, very nice of you. I have flown Southwest so many times. I have never had an issue with Southwest. Nothing. I don't know how a lot of people can have issues with certain airlines. It's usually things out of their control. Weather, you know, a plane's mechanical, things like that. The only way I would say, and I love the flight attendants on Southwest. They are just very, very nice always, and I don't know, they're always pleasant. I never have the issue. I think the worst flight I was ever on was US Airways, good old Scareways, and we were coming into Philly, and the president was in town, so we had to sit in the pattern hold for that for a long time, and then we landed, and everybody was so upset about, it's like, what can you do? There's nothing you can do about it. I don't fly out of New York now. I tend to avoid most of the Northeast. All right, 27 out. Let's go ahead and start pulling these guys out. Speed brakes. There they are out there on the wings. Slower up to 50. Well, when we get closer here, we'll be able to decrease our rate of descent, and it'll be even better. But right now, it's fine. Keep an eye on it. And what's great about that is we'll hit, 11,000 feet at 250 knots-ish. And then once we're level, it'll really bleed the speed off with drag, and then we'll be able to continue our way down. Because Holler looks like it's going to be at 10,250. So, and then Schuler's 8,000. Hurricane, maybe it's just a Northeast New York thing, man. That's the problem. Like, we already know in the Northeast, there's like so many of those, what do they call them? Like those, not surveys, but, well, maybe it's surveys. But the most rudest people in the United States are like in those spots. So, I mean, New York being rude, no way. But like, especially in an airline, yeah, I could understand that. But flying Southwest to Boston, I've flown all over the country. Austin's the only one I've flown with Southwest up there, and I had no issues. But everywhere else in the country, I've had no problems. So maybe I'm just lucky. Oh, the Flight from Hell video? I got you, Parallax. Yeah, that was a flight from hell. I think that was was that Midway I was flying into and nearly died in an X-plane? I think so. We're at 250 right there, looking good. Bring this down a little bit more. The race on Thursday is Las Vegas, Church. Yeah, midway, storms everywhere, Insta-popper weather. Yep, pretty much. Sounds about right. Hello, Atlanta. We're ahead of the storms now. You see there. We should be able to beat them out to Tampa. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so the calculator was a little off, so we'll remember that now. Need to start our descent a lot earlier. Maybe give ourselves another 10 nautical miles. Because that's not even close to hitting 11,000. All right, push in for local altimeter. It's 2992. It's 2990, and it's going to be 2994. Let's go ahead and plug that in. It's local. Yeah, plenty of time to get down in the meantime. Yep. Literally haven't had any issues with the top of descent calculator, all that stuff, in the 2 flights I did last night. Streaming it, it does not want to descend. Well, it doesn't want to be accurate, which is strange, right? But we get to vector ourselves, so it's not a big deal. We're gonna go pivot and then go straight and then right. So we'll have plenty of time to get down. I'm not worried about that. At least we have our vertical speed doing what we want it to do here. But this thing is dilly-dallying on this descent. And I can tell you. Who do I got taking the season? In iRacing? Matt Rucci, because there's drop weeks. He can't lose. I don't even think he has to even show up now at the end. I think he already has it. Yeah, we just need to be at 4,000 in a Hardy, so that's okay. Get down to 10,000 and we'll bleed our speed off here. There's the next turn. To Quibbit. Once we get lined up there, we're going to go to heading mode and we're going to vector ourselves to the runway. Yeah, if we didn't have the drop week thing, then it would have been a really exciting finish to the season. I do agree. I'm a little sad about it myself. All right, now we're good here. Let's go ahead and go to heading mode. Keep it right on this heading. That'll work for me. Keep on descending, buddy. This thing is just taking forever to get down today. Coming on 10,000 now. We're going to go on descend into 4,000. It's bleeding our speed off there, so 4,000 feet. Dead on coming down. Go for 230, 220 on the speed. Below 10,000, check. I'm just gonna get my lights on here so I don't have to mess with them later. We will not be doing a replay on this landing. We'll do it on the next one, just so you guys know. I don't want to mess with it and break it when we are going to be doing a turnaround flight down to Tampa. All right, landing system comes on, both sides. Beautiful clouds. See the airport over there. Speed checks for flaps 1. And we get a vector this way, 030. Slow to 210 on the knots here, on the speed. And another turn this way, 060. Okay, we're good on that on the slope, so let's go ahead and just bring you to 1,500 feet per minute. Probably do 5 and be okay with it as well. I turn this way. We're pointing right towards it. There's the ILS starting to come in there, so let's go ahead and arm the approach. Localizer's alive. Put on 190 on the speed. Alright, kill the music here, and we are going to be landing, so enjoy the arrival, everyone. Taking off my shoes. I don't like having shoes on with these rudder pedals. They throw me off. Don't want it. And wonderful. All right, forward on those. Speed brakes. Arm them. They're good. It's down here to 4,000. Let's just go ahead and make that a little easier on us here. 1,000 feet per minute on that. We have altitude capture. We have localizer. We don't have the glide slope yet, so we're still waiting on the glide slope come in. But man, yeah, look at that wind, 45 knots from the right now. That's why we're flying like that, crabbing into the wind. Brian, thank you for the gifted subscription to Black Hollow. Black Hollow in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing? All right, we're gonna go ahead and go now to make sure our approach phase is working here. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't like to auto do it. It's supposed to auto do it, but sometimes it doesn't do it. So go ahead and dash the speed there. Looking good. We'll wait for glide slope capture, and then we'll put our gear down and slow her down a little bit more. No, Kevin, this is not the experimental version with the VNAV. This is the dev version without the VNAV. Glide slope capture right there. Sweet. Let's go gear down. And we'll go flaps. Right on the money. With the speed. In the real airplane, you probably would wait another 10 knots and then drop the flaps in, but you can go pretty much absolute in the sim and be okay. It's not gonna complain about you too much, you know. With this wind currently the way it is, I'm not gonna disconnect my autopilot until a little later on here. We don't need to crab in the wind this much. So it does a really good job. The autopilot does a really nice job, actually. Flaps 3 of maintaining that. Man, look at this wind. This is crazy. Crazy potatoes. Some planes on final there. I don't see one in front of me, per se. Oh, they're landing on the other side. Okay, cool. Well, there might be one trying to take off when we get down there. Yeah, you can see him right there. He's the only one. He might be able to get out here before I land. But with AIG, they're usually pretty good about it. I haven't had any like runway incursion problems with them. That was the outer marker. And now we're gonna go ahead and go full flap. And we're gonna let them know we're landing. We're landing on our way 9er left. We could sidestep to 9er right here if we wanted to. Man, yeah, this wind is crazy right now. But it doesn't look like he's going to take off. Looks like he's still taxiing. We'd probably land on 9er right in real life anyway.
$1,000.
This is the 1,000. Let's try the cabin again. They didn't get it.
1,000.
Yeah, this wind is a little crazy. Yep, they're gonna probably take off on that runway. I think we're gonna make it before he gets there, though. We'll see. Is he still taxiing? Oh, they're all being idiots right there, so that's cool. Got a plane nose to nose there. All right, my airplane. Wind dies down a little bit as we go here.
$500. 100 above. 100 above. 400. Minimum 300.
Landing.
300.
The winds are a lot calmer down here. That's nice.
200.
You love to see it.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Reverser out. Nose wheel down. Decel. And clear them. Turn our auto brakes off. We'll take the high-speed exit ramp right here on the left. Right at the end, just kick a little bit of left rudder, man. And that's what I'm talking about. If this was the older flight model, like the Asobo one and the earlier versions of the A32NX, it would not be that easy to do a landing like that, but they did a good job. Bring those up. Clear here, watch out. Make sure nobody's taxiing on us. No, we're good. Oh. A little bit further forward and then make a left. Where Frontier parks. They park where like Spirit and all them park. Maybe somewhere different. Maybe. Just maybe. All right, let's clear everything up here as well. Master switch. Sticky brakes, gotta love them. I really hope they fix that, the sticky brakes situation. No. Okay, start that APU. Get that APU bleed ready to go. It's for me. Gotta remember where they park. Back on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Frontier will park down at the terminal where everybody else does, like American and all them non-Delta flights. Yep, we're going to Tampa right after this. The evening and night, evening departure, night landing. Plane's landing. See him out there? Very cool. Yeah, this Delta situation here, I know what they're gonna do. One of them will disappear and then they'll be fine. Our block time 70 minutes, 71 minutes. Kill that guy. There's Southwest landing right in front of us. Another plane landing. They do good with spacing. It looks. Oh, maybe not. Unless that was a different runway there. I mean, it's possible. I'm going to that one right there. Yeah. Got parallel landings or go-arounds for days happening. Not really sure. Got our ground crew out there. Bring us on in here. Yes, I like doing shorter flights. I don't like the long hauls. That's not for me. Flying along 4 hours into your flight and the sim crashes. No thanks. Whoa! Okay, American, flying through the terminals. I mean, well, still having some of those issues, but that's all right. It is relatively a new program, and it's in very much a beta for the AI traffic. But it's cool to have them. That's good right there. Awesome. Park and brake. That's good to go there. And we'll shut the engines down. Wait for the stupid pop-up from Microsoft. There it is. Continue. Thank you. And then beacon light off. Seatbelt off. And we'll get the jetway connected here. We'll get the catering and baggage as well. Doing that. And we'll go ahead and unlock our door. Very nice. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and go to the bathroom real fast, and then we're going to get pre-flight for our next flight. Be right back. All right, let's get things going here for our next flight. So, there we go. Well, that's good to go now. We go by sim brief. I'm gonna create a new flight. New Frontier flights. We're using this, so ATL to Tampa. That's going to be Frontier Flight 2551. 2551. Whoop. There we go. And we are departing out of Atlanta. We're going to Tampa. Oh. There it goes. Nope. A32NX Neo. There we go. Pounds is fine. All that's good there. Altitude. That's a big one. They never have the altitudes right, usually. They want us at 36,000, so I'll just force that in there. Some feet. Freight. Well, that's auto. Parting runway 9er left. They want to. We might have to go in 9er right because of the mess that's happening there right now. Actually, let's see here. Well, we might use a different runway for departing. Yeah, we'll just take off right here on 8 right. It's right next to us. It'll be a short one, you know. Extra fuel, yes, we'll take 1,000 extra on that. Everything's good there. I'm going to generate my flight plan and sim brief. Fatal exception. What is going on with this stupid thing? What? Hold on. Sim brief just dumped my whole flight plan. It like logged me out. I don't know why it did that, but it did. Okay, will you generate that flight plan for me? All right, that one went through. Nice. All right, cool. Wonderful. So now you can go to flights. We'll unload this one. And we'll go ahead and we'll activate this one. Landed at Tampa. There we go. That's in there. We'll get to that in a second. Over here on this side. From SimBrief. There we go. FP's in there. We know that. Awesome. Fuel situation here. We already know we need to take on 14409. Not that much of a difference there. There we go. And sweet. It's busy here in Atlanta. All right, cool. That's good to go there. We can go to our init page, or actually we'll go here to the McDo menu and Atsu AOC. JD Snow, thank you very much for the 3 months. Appreciate that one. And we'll go to weight and balance, of course, and we'll get those new numbers. It's like it's good to go. Okay, yep. Start the boarding. So we can get everybody on board here. Init page, init request. That's good to go there. Second page. Let's get our ZFW in there. And then also here, we'll have our block of 14.4. All right, that's good there. Per page here. Flaps 1 for departure. And we'll be to 18. Yep, 25. That's fine there. 137. VR will be 138. V2, 142. Flight plan out of here, 8 right. And we're doing that on the Bang 2 departure to Luck transition. Bang 2, Luck transition. Insert that guy in there. My plan's looking much better there. Looking good and healthy. On down we go. Tampa arrival. We're going to be landing with the Matty 2 arrival. On a 19 right. 19 right on the Matty 2. Matty 2. That's what it is. Novias. Insert. Look at that guy. Clear that guy. Flight plan. Good there. Down we go. And then they have a manual there. We'll just get rid of that. And clear you up since we don't have any ATC. No problems happening there. All right, cool. Flight plan looks good. And they still got those doors out there, don't they? Going on here. We'll advance time by a little bit here on this one, like I said I would. We'll be taking off on the golden hour. There we go. Christo, thank you very much for the gifted subscriptions. Appreciate that. Can we get rid of all this crap out here? These guys lately have been breaking. They don't leave when you ask them to get here. Baggage, catering. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and ask for the pushback. They can go ahead and pull that in a second. So we're almost ready to push back. Everybody else is getting back into the airplane. All right, cool. Yeah, you don't have to do the flaps 1 up stuff. You can just do 1 slash. It's perfectly normal for a lot of different operators. Okay, that's good there. Downstairs, this stuff, we're just gonna leave it on. We don't care. All right, cool. Looks like they have closed the back door, but not the cargo door. I've been having this problem. Oh, no, he did it. You gonna close that? There it goes. Nice. Awesome. We're gonna be ready to go. Let's go ahead and get this this jetway pulled away. There they go. They're closing it up. Jetway's going away. Let's go ahead and get the pushback ready to go. Maybe we'll have a better crew this time around. Who knows? Beacon light comes on. Fuel pumps are on. Everybody's good upstairs.
Arm doors and cross-check.
APU bleed. All that's good down there. Awesome. I'm gonna lock the doors. Let them do their thing back there. All right, cool. And seatbelt signs are on. We're ready. We are. Gonna let them do their thing down there. And 8 rights just to our right-hand side, so we don't have to go very far at all. Christo, thank you for gifting us 5 out. We have Burgess, King, Bercy, Xbox, and K-Dub. Welcome to the stream family. How you guys doing tonight? Welcome, welcome. On in. Getting caught up on that. Awesome.
Please keep your seatbelt back and lower tight across your lap. Keep the seatbelt sign is off and have it visible to the crew at all times.
See, he's doing that thing again where it's just like auto pushing.
Your life vest is in a pouch under your seat. If you
Reverse.
let it through, tear open the pouch, push the vest and pull it over your head.
There it goes.
Wrap
Okay.
the strap around your waist. Secure the buckle
Hug speed
and pull the
down a
strap
little
tight.
bit.
As you exit the instruction, please vest by pulling down firmly on the red tab or blowing into the tube from both sides. The locator light on the shoulder will turn on automatically and weather, and remember never place your vest inside the aircraft. This Airbus A320 is the emergency.
All right, no messing around. We got this down here. I'm going to turn to the right, so we're in the start mode. And confirm that it is there. Engine 2. Kill the music here for the engine start sequence. The traffic add-on is the freeware AIG traffic. Alpha India Group. Real good stuff.
Place the mask over your nose and mouth, pull the elastic bands around your head, and tighten the straps on both sides. Even though the bag may not inflate, oxygen will be flowing. Be sure to put your mask on first before helping others, and we'll let you know when it's no longer needed. We'll be passing through the cabin to make sure we are ready for departure. You can help us by making sure your seatbelt is fastened. Your seat back is upright, your KTPA is stowed, and all standing items are put away. If you have any questions about the safety features of this aircraft, please don't hesitate to ask.
This AI traffic is freaking out here, though. I'll tell you that. They don't know what they're doing. Hey, look at this. They're actually going to do it correctly there. Okay. We'll climb out of here up to 36. There we go. And we'll turn engine number 1. We should hear the bark here. Oh yeah, that sky looks great. It's not on flightsim.to. No, you just Google Alpha India Group or MSFS. And I would go to a YouTube tutorial. It is not a easy process. This took hours and hours and hours of work to get the AI where they're at. That's why I'm using them. Okay, will be flaps 1, so we'll pull that back. See the slats rolling out in front. All right, do a flight control test here next. You can go up there. You can go to max and flight control page. I've got left, neutral, right, neutral, forward, neutral, back, neutral. Got left rudder, right rudder. Flight controls freaking correct. Pitch trim 1.0. Set. Flight controls page off on that guy. Up to here we go. And APU bleed off. Master switch off. Taxi. Runway turnoffs. And we're ready to rock and roll here. Let's do it. Okay, not sure how much of a mess 8 right is, but we're about to find out, aren't we? Oh, yeah. Maybe we shouldn't take an 8 right. Let's find out what AI is doing here. I could reload them. Maybe I'll do that. Let me try reloading them. Go to settings here. Delete the traffic. There we go. And we'll re-inject them. That way it might be better for everybody here. All right. I think that'll be a lot better than sitting in that mess, because they're not even moving, and they haven't been moving there for a while. So let's have a look at our chart here real fast. We are coming out of here. 8 right's right there. So, yep, that's the runway. Pretty simple. Let's do it. Takeoff config is good. Let the cabin know we're ready to go. And we have no blue in cam. Sweet. We're gonna take off right here on 8 rights. Lights on. You go there.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
All right, folks, let's do it. Prepare for takeoff, 8 right. By the way, I have my little switch down here for the ignition start, normal and all that. It's always nice to just do that. That's why I haven't been showing you me doing it. All right, 5 degree down. Bring them up, let them stabilize. Bring you off, don't need you on. And toga. Let's have SRS. Neutral at 100. V1, rotate. Pause brake, gear up. Climb. Push her down a little bit here, get that speed going back up. Let's go on this pairs.
2,500.
Up the airplane, flaps forward. completes the departure, so autopilot 1 on. There it goes. That was awesome. Beautiful departure out of Atlanta. Put that away as well, don't need it up. Airtime for this flight was an hour and 4 minutes. 1 hour and 4 minutes. Waiting on the 18 call there. A homeless Dorito, thank you for gifting out 10 subscriptions. 17 Hector, Long Home, Weavy, Buying Nothing, Ford 5690, Fly Guy, OFC. Got Gaff, we've got Ripple and Gamer Tony. Welcome to the stream family. Homeless Dorito, thank you very much for that. That's crazy. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful sunset. Now, about to be. And we'll pull for standard pressure. There it is. Just like that. Crash Dre, what's up? How you doing? I'm doing good. Hey Jacob, take care, man. We'll see you soon. Have a good night. Amazing looking. Looks pretty good. Screenshot here. It looks so good. I caught the beacon on that picture too, which was really cool. All right, 23-1, and we are over. Bang. So we're now exiting the departure on our way up to 36,000 feet. We just departed out of there, and this was our route. We're coming all the way down over this way, and then the arrival into Tampa from there on the Matty 2 arrival. We'll look at the arrival in a little while. Don't need to yet. Amazing. Yeah, Mortality. I don't have X-Plane installed. I don't. Yeah, there's dirt and scratches on the windows you see in there. It's cool to see the sunset from this direction, but on the other side you can see the clouds getting lit up by the sun over here, and that looks good too. Jeff Gibbs? No, I don't. Joe the Grizzly Bear. Yeah, I like Frontier's liveries as well. Lucky for you. Luck intersection. Heaven's there. Let's see what the transition's gonna be. All right, Tampa. Let's look at the charts there. The Matey 2 arrival. Probably used to be Heaven. Heaven's right there. That's the turn. Go, Joe. The 5,000. It's Sklop. We gonna have a Sklop? We might. Matey. Matey's right there. Okay, interesting. Yeah, we have a Sklop. So we're going to try to shoot for about 10,000 feet at Matey there. From Rooker on track 093 to cross Sklop at 5,000 at 2:30, and on heading 097 is signed by TC. Okay. Pretty much go as fast as you can to the airport and then slow down right there. That'll work. We'll do that. But yeah, we'll try to get to Matey. We have Heaven there first, so we still got a little ways to go. We'll strive for 10,000 at Matey. That works for me. Works for me. More the music. Hey Jeff, big fan of your stuff. We'll be down to do some ATS stuff if you want to, if you got me playing it. Very cool. Yeah, we have we do have convoys, but the convoys are currently only 8 slots, so it's reserved for subscribers, and we plan everything on the Discord for that until they make it, bigger. They make it bigger than or more slots, then we can open it up to public. But for now, it's just kind of how it is. Tragos77, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate that greatly. Hope you're doing well. We have 2 dogs and a cat. Damn near 70 knot tailwind from the right hand side. That'll get you sideways and crossed. Getting closer to 360. We'll get there eventually. This flight is 1 hour and 4 minutes total. On our way to Tampa. Yep, we departed out of Atlanta. Does not have ray tracing, believe it or not. It just looks damn good. Going to gate E71. Tampa. National Airport. They're on airside E. So E71. See, we can see what airsides there are. Airside E. See, we're just gonna land on 19 left, come down here, we'll hit the exit as soon as we can. I'm trying to make whiskey 6, but I'll probably make whiskey 3. Take it back. Airside E. And we'll look for gate 71 off of airside E. We're at 36,000 feet. That seatbelt sign off.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again for the flight deck, your captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude for the flight. As it begins to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet and elbows clear from the aisle as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley carts shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating near the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
Level 360 hype. Hey, Captain Vapor, what's up? Smooth sailing tonight. 108 nautical miles to heaven. See how close they are together. An interesting one. Bam, bam. King Saba, have a good night. Kyle Cleveland in that number 11 car. Think of it as 17 months, man. 12-month streak, a whole year streak and passed. I appreciate that. And they nailed that beacon light. It looks so realistic. Go ahead and get our destination data in. Over the company message. Ghost Reaper, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the stream family. Thank you. Yeah, the camera views are binding to my keyboard. Received messages. Mitar. Let's print that guy out there. No big deal. All right, Parallax, have a good night. Bam. All right, got the new information in here now. Perf. Next phase. Next phase. Looks like Tampa is showing 3001. And temperature is 27. $130, put 18 in there. Okay, let's look at our approach. Pretty much all the way to 2,000 Jim Bob. Okay. 200. Radio 200. Sweet. The landing data has been set. Love to see it. Driver mod, you use this from the AIG website. Yes. I would literally look up like a tutorial on how to install everything, and it takes so much time. I have like every airline that I ever wanted in the world, and it took a very long time to build it. But you can start small and then eventually, you know, build your fleet out. And it recently got good because the sim had an update, and it actually made it to where you have departing and arriving flights, which is really cool. Stromer07, thank you for the 38 months. Good to see you. Evening to you. Well, Big J, we're glad to have you here. Thanks for subscribing and hanging out. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Sen Ramen, I have DCS and I've played it. I've made videos on YouTube and stuff. The Apache does look pretty darn cool. I'm just not huge into military aviation. Like, I think the airplanes are cool and I like to fly them. I just don't like blowing things up, and I don't like going through weapon systems and things like that. I like civilian aviation. This plane is a mod. Yes, it's a mod of the default A320 that comes with the sim. It's the fly-by-wire A32NX. It's a free mod. It's fantastic. Can't go wrong with it. Let me tell you. And we'll be auto brake low. Juice box. Will I ever do more of VATSIM? Yes. Once I get comfortable with flying the airplane again. I hadn't flown this thing in months. And the last thing you want to do is jump on a network and not know how to fly the plane. And it's a good thing we didn't, because we had, as you could expect, some technical difficulties. But I feel good with the airplane again. All right, looking at our calculator, 10,000. The 82 nautical miles. Okay. Good to know. probably start our descent right around heaven. Yeah, the stars, they look amazing. See the Milky Way a little bit right there. Very cool. We'll start our descent right around heaven here in about 37 miles. That's 96 between heaven and Mady. Okay. So yeah, we'll descend pretty much right after heaven. That'll work. That should work out in our favor. Bearder, what's up, man? Thank you for the 14 months. Beautiful sky view there. I am doing well. How you doing, man? Eric Max, thank you for that subscription. Welcome to Stream Family. I might have missed you there. Sorry. Navigraph charts are not freeware. No, they are paid. Okay, the block time it got broken, so don't need that on anymore. We've been pretty much in the air for 31 minutes, so still got a little less than a half hour in our flight. Am I using the NDU registry fix? I am not. This is just it's part of the livery. It came with the livery. A lot of the new liveries now are putting their codes on there, or their tail numbers and stuff. Pretty cool. Another cool little thing, look at this. When you look down enough with the glass, look at the reflection here when I do this. It's picking all this up down here. Isn't that nuts? So good. So good. All right, turn my lights off in here. We're going into the night, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder if you could see enough whenever we were on the arrival to put that on. I don't think so. You guys want for this arrival, you want this camera on the right on or off? It's up to you. These are the Leap 1As, I believe, the engines on the Neo. Should tell you when we go in the init page. Data. Nope. Init page. And there's a page for something. Tells you what the engines are. Nope. It's okay. Off, you got it. Yeah, I didn't think you could see enough for it to be even useful. So that you can see the cities down there glowing in the clouds. That's pretty cool. If your monitor's brightness is turned up, you can see it. Infinite Stare, my night's been good. Today's been awesome. All right, we're over heaven. And down to 80. They wanted 82 nautical miles. Let's give ourselves a little extra this time. So let's go ahead and just put 10 in here. And start our way down. Start at 1500 and then we'll increase from there. So initial descent. Seatbelt sign on. Do 1800 just to be safe this time. Last time we did it way too late.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
All right, we'll be getting ready for arrival. We have started our way down. Feet per minute. There we go. All right, Jeremy, we'll see you soon. Have a good one. No, I'm not running the replays because the replays are they're kind of buggy and I don't want to crash the sim since we're doing 2 back-to-back flights. The stairway from heaven. Yep. Stairway to heaven. We're actually going. Oh yeah, from heaven. You're right. We crossed it. We're going to Matey now. Marshmallow Matey land. Oh, we're gonna be flying in Europe soon enough. No, it was a good joke. I liked it. How do I feel about OLED TVs? I don't own any. They look cool. Swag, what's going on? Finished up a nice little hop from Baltimore to Chicago. Nice. We did Nolans, Atlanta. Now we're on our way to Tampa to finish it out. Infinite Stare, you got it. We'll see you soon. Have a good one. Connor, Pat, you got the 9900i. It looks good. We're at 26.4 for 10,000 right now, so we're getting down eventually. Have you ever ran into not having the correct transition after picking a SID? Not yet. Are you using Navigraph or no? Adam B booked a long-awaited trip in June, going to be flying on the A220. Nice. I've yet to fly on an A220. I've heard good things about them, though. They look cool. I know there's one being developed for the sim. Yeah, we got ourselves plenty of time to get down this time. Robert Baudrois, what's up? How you doing? They do look good. Air Canada has a nice cabin in their fleet by the looks of it. Yeah. My buddy, Captain Canada, Kyle, he flew on one. I said they were cool. Or nice. They're neat looking airplanes for sure. Barely see that sunset. The way it goes. A220 sounds like it's about to explode every time the throttle's up. Yeah, those engines are very unique sounding. Once we get to 18,000 feet, we'll be on a local altimeter, which will be 3001. King Solaire of Astora. I've flown on the 220 several times with Delta and JetBlue. Comfy, spacious little plane. Yeah, they look neat. I do want to fly one day. I was surprised when I flew with the was an American Eagle on their ERJ 145. I was surprised at how decent that was. Joro 243, what's up? Oh, no worries. We're about to land, so there's that. Great War, doing good. Went to the dentist today. I was pretty much the dentist for that's the whole trip, and then got my teeth clean. Woo. I get a whole lot of sleep last night. I agree with that, Sir Time. I do agree with that. The CRJ wasn't bad. I flew on the 900, and it wasn't that bad. It was just a matter of, I always crick my neck because I want to look out the windows. The window design on that is atrocious. They're very low. Air Pulse, thing with the 8 months. Happy 8 months to you as well. There we are, 18,000. Push it in, 3001. Altimeter is set. One thing about that Solar on the ERJ 145 is when they set takeoff power. You know how you always bring it up and you're gonna let the engine stabilize, usually at 40% or whatever, and then takeoff thrust. They throttled up, and I thought they did that, and then nope, that was takeoff power. They didn't. They just went to takeoff power, and it was just like, and that was it. And I was like, okay, that's what they're using. You got it. Yeah, I agree, Sir Time. Yep, 900 wasn't bad at all. 100 to 200s are not the greatest. I have flown on the 200 many times as well. Jacked up on Novocaine. I had no Novocaine. I had a teeth cleaning, so no Novocaine. It's a topical, numbing agent. I'm gonna do the classic. Just come in here, 2,200 feet per minute. We'll level off at 10,000, bleed all our speed off, and then continue on down. I have seen a bald eagle before a couple times, Jeff Gibbs. Illinois, across the river from St. Louis, has a bald eagle sanctuary. And there's a thing called, we used to do these things called Volksmarch, but we were young kids. My grandma would always sign us up for those 6-mile walks and all that stuff. You get a patch for it. But they would have really neat places they would do them at. Haven't been on a Dash 8 yet. Would like to. Oh yeah, Masaba Saab 340. Northwest Airlink. Yeah, a lot of times on CRJs and ERJs, they don't even use spoilers or reverse thrust. They just coast to a stop. But usually they have the spoilers. But sometimes they don't use reverse thrust. That is true. See Tampa out there in the distance. Look at that, all lit up for us. If you have your screen turned up, brightness-wise. If you don't have it turned up, you won't see anything. Until we're down in the city. All right, coming on 10,000 here. Let's go ahead and slow this puppy up. Start our way down to 3,000. We're going to bleed all the speed off, so let's do it. There's our speed brakes, using those. We're at 10,000, so we're going to go ahead and just turn our lights on here. Wing light as well. You can actually see now. And now we can start our way, once we get to 250 knots here. On down to 3,000 feet. All right, full speed for us. We're gonna go for 230. That's what they want it to be crossing down there at Sklop. There we go. We're well below there. Let's go ahead and push those guys forward. And on down we go. Pull it out. Start our way on down to 3,000 feet. We'll do a good 1,500 feet per minute or so. We'll do the standard 1,800. We'll be fine on that. Q400s aren't bad. Flown on them many times. You're relatively quiet compared to the 100s and 300s. Nice, Adam. So you've flown on quite a few airplanes. Uh, 20 out there. You can see Rooker. there's Sklop over there. It's holding about 240 knots. I'm happy with that. Be closer, we'll kind of settle it out a little bit, you know. Down into the clouds. There's Tampa. Start to see it popping up there a little bit. Actually, that should be the Newport Richey area down there. That's Highway 19. There's the Sun Coast. Out in the distance, a little further. Here comes our turn over Rooker. What's up, Morgan? It's Morgan now. How you doing? This thing really wants to take off on us here. What's this thing doing? Oh, it's doing stupid stuff. Okay. It's like clicked my thing and it's like, I do wish these planes had a little bit more drag on them. You can like give her all she's got and it just doesn't slow down. And I bumped my throttles there. That's why they spooled up and it tried to go to lever climb mode. And yeah, that happened. There's the airport right over there. Boy, really? 1500 is just too much for you, plane? Okay. Yeah, these planes need a little more drag. I mean, I got her. Ouch. Look at that. I mean, that's as much as it'll allow you to give. Spoilers wise. Thank you, Mickey. Mamba Gator Simulations. Gator Simulations. 16 months. Thank you for that. 18 months. Twitch baby times 2. We really need to be down to like 210 here, bud. Yeah, the airplane's just a little more slippery than the real one. We're 1,200 feet per minute, and this thing does not want to slow down, even with the spoilers all the way out. Interesting. There's Port Richey, Clearwater there on the right. We got Newport Richey, Hudson, Florida, all that up here. That's Highway 19. We're coming over right now. I am really, like, this is crazy how this won't bleed speed off. There's 220. We're gonna go ahead and put the flaps out. That'll assist with slowing it down for sure. Do is we're gonna go ahead and throw these out because I don't want to do it later. Okay, so now they're happy with that. We'll go forward on the speed brake. I'm gonna arm the speed brake now. Slow to 190. get our landing system on. Almost forgot that one. Like a dum-dum. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go heading mode. This way. Be visual 19er right. Approach. It'll be good right here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn our music down a little bit here. And go sterile cockpit. Guys, enjoy the arrival and welcome to Tampa. My airplane. Make sure that is in approach phase. I don't know why it hasn't been tripping lately, but whatever. And we'll go dashed on the speed. Flight director off, don't need that on. Right, gear down.
$2,500.
Laps 3. I'm getting so tired of that cabin not checking on the first click. Come on. I'm trying to fly here, you know? And flaps full. A good view of the Suncoast Highway right there on the right. Dale Mabry on the left.
1,000. 1,000.
Wind should die down as we get a little lower here. Well, about 12 knots in the left. I'm okay with that.
Five hundred. 500. 400. 400. 300. 100 above. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Decel. Stow those. Okay. We are not going to make that turn. We're going to make this one right here. That's what I'm talking about. Bring our speed brakes in, flaps up. This is our terminal right here on the right. Wonderful. And we'll just go off. Master switch on. Whoop. I hate doing all this stuff all in the middle of you taxiing. It's so annoying. Turn to the right. Start. Normally you would have a, help for all this. That's for certain. All right. Go this way. We got nobody. Oh, there's people over at that gate. Let's go over to that gate on the left. This is 72. We'll just go where the actual crew members are. I thought they'd have somebody over here, but they don't. We did a lot of flying today. We need a Tampa scenery so bad, man. So bad. It's just default Tampa. There's our people out there. Wing walkers and all that. Runway turnoffs are off. To the right. We go. They're gonna give us a person or not. Doesn't look like it, does it? No, we have a marshaller. They're way back there in the back. Oh, their lines are all screwed up here too. Okay, well, we'll try to fix it. I followed that line in and it's wrong. We'll just do this instead. One wand, I guess they're strapped. There we go. Parking brakes on. Down here you go. Yep. All right, continue that. Sweet. All right. I don't know why my switch down here hasn't been working lately. Weird. And seatbelt sign. Beacon light. Let them do their thing here. There it is. Those things sound so good. The engines. Jojo the grizzly bear. One wing walkers is an ultimate familiar sight. Yep, I was a ramp agent for years, man. I know those. I know the woes. You're like, whip. Get off the plane. Our lovely default jetway there into the default airport so we can look out the default windows that don't even really exist. That'll do. That'll do nicely. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, a lot of good flying tonight. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. It was a long time, though. How long were we out live? 3 hours and 7 minutes. Actually, that's not bad for 2 flights. Like, that's not bad at all, to be honest with you. If I'll be honest with you, that's the way to go. All right, I'll send you guys over to Black Hollow. He's playing Drug Dealer Simulator. Drug Dealer Simulation. So let me send you over there, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Go show him some love. I'll see you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for flying with us. It was a good time. Laters.